Welcome Capricorn, this is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your May full moon reading, inspired by the lunar eclipse of 25 degrees Scorpio on the 15th, 16th of May, depending on where you are. This is encouraging us to continue to listen to ourselves, to our bodies, and internalize the experiences that we've gained, the lessons we've learned from the many months of deep soul work that we've been engaged in. So Jupiter moving into Aries a couple of days before the lunar eclipse, the full moon, is going to help energize and give us fuel for the fresh starts and the changes that we are making in our personal lives and in our environments. I've laid out the axis of the horoscope wheel. I'll clarify with the African Tarot, and I will finish off with an oracle card. If you enjoy these readings, if you find them useful, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I thank all of you that do so on a regular basis. Let's start with your overall energy, Capricorn, the Eight of Cups. You have outgrown a situation. You have gotten all that you can from your tremendous investment in an endeavor, a work, a community, a job that you have been involved in for a very long time. However, you are recognizing that you are no longer getting the kind of support and energy that you need to continue to grow. So you are consciously moving on to find that meaning that you so desperately are looking for elsewhere in your life. This is you letting go of particularly emotional connections, deep emotional connections, be they familial, family of origin, or just long-time intimates, an attachment to a certain way of doing things that has become no longer serviceable to you. In the 10th house, you have the Fool card. The Fool card indicates that in your social role, in your capacity as a leader or having a leadership role in the work that you do in your community, you are in a process of releasing much of what you have experienced so far. You have completed a cycle of achievement, and you're now ready to move on to an experience, a path, onto a journey that others see perhaps as risky, as dangerous, as even foolish. However, you are emboldened by the gaining of the wisdom and experience of your successes, and you feel empowered to take this leap to liberate yourself and to move on to a new path whose endpoint you are unfamiliar with. In the first house, we have the Four of Cups. This is interesting because my sense is that there is a certain sense of boredom that, or restlessness that has arisen through the really hard work that you've been doing on yourself, on the establishment of a stronger spiritual and emotional foundation moving forward. This is you building something, taking steps, and getting rewards for the things that you're asking for. But what you're wanting doesn't look the way you thought it would look. You're hoping that what you're asking for is going to be delivered in a package that is unfamiliar, when the reality quite possibly could be that you have all the tools, all the things you've asked for at your disposal, and you are in fact well poised to grow upon this emotional foundation. And in some ways, Capricorn, I think so much of what you're experiencing here is also an unfamiliarity with things that always used to be hard. There's a lot about your experience that you are familiar with it because it's hard and you are a hard worker. However, things you're asking for are coming about with less effort, and that is causing you to be restless in this new experience of receiving exactly what it is you're asking for. It's receiving that is difficult for you. The fourth house is the Temperance card, and this is in the house of your family of origin, your formative experiences, your home. Temperance indicates to me that at your soul root, you are deeply healing and calibrating those external experiences and opportunities, challenges that you're being met with at this time with your own resources, your own needs and desires. This is you having been on a healing journey for years, but really gaining traction at this time in such a way that your healing is an example and has an impact on many others. This is you really deeply balancing the reality as you recognize and understanding it with your own needs. And this is, again, an opportunity for you to gain effortlessly aspects of your desire, aspects of what it is you're building in such a way that is feeling more and more comfortable, less and less stressful. And this, again, is a new experience for you. The seventh house, our significant others, contains the Four of Wands. And this is reflecting the Four of Cups here in your first house. So as you've established the stronger emotional foundation, you are now able and desiring to build this stronger foundation, this expansion and growth in your relationships, in your significant relationships. This is you not only building that stronger cultural foundation, spiritual foundation in your relationships, in your community, but you're also celebrating this growth, this establishment, this partner desire to grow and expand, to build together. In many traditional decks, the Four of Wands is considered the 11-11 card. So this is deep fulfillment in terms of your relationships, be that a stronger relationship to your own higher potential, greater capacity, but also in attracting and building on those significant relationships that you have so long desired. I'm clarifying the Four of Cups here in the first house with the Empress in the second house and the Page of Cups in the third house. The Empress, Capricorn, is really you coming into your sense of empowerment. This is really amplifying the creative nature of who you are. Everything that you do, building from the ground up, is an act of creation. And this is you feeling supremely in the flow. This is you modeling what you understand and know of the natural world, embodying the resourcefulness, the abundance, the growth that is at your command. And this is you really attracting the love that you so generously share with the world in your efforts at hard work, devotion, loyalty, and dedication to the task at hand. This really impacts upon your self-image and your sense of health. The Page of Cups in your third house is reinforcing your willingness to open up and share your communication, your experiences, your emotional experiences, positive and negative experiences. The opportunity to look at your emotional landscape, the impact of your feelings on your actions, your triggers, and the receipt of messages of love, communication. There are many who love you and desire to tell you so, but you are not always open to that. You continue to feel yourself to be needing guarded, or to be looking at your experiences as something that's no longer useful to you, that you've outgrown. The critical aspect of relationships that we grow out of is that letting go and releasing does not mean ending. And those relationships that have fed you in the past, even if we understand that their usefulness is no longer available to us, does not mean that there is not more love and learning that we can receive from those relationships. In the fourth house, Temperance is clarified by the Six of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, is you. It is definitely indicating that you are being recognized for not only your efforts, your ability to persevere, to build from the ground up, to win the battle on behalf of others with a full recognition that the war is not over. But this is you actually making way to receive again. The Queen of Pentacles is one of the daughters of the Empress, so you are embodying resourcefulness, again recognizing your capacity, that you have everything you need to achieve your desired outcomes. This is you making space to receive, and that receiving allows you to further invest in yourself as well as in others. So you are allowing others to invest in you as you model the resourcefulness, prosperity that is available to all who work and define themselves by their own merits. The Four of Wands in the seventh house is clarified by the Two of Cups and the World in the ninth house. The eighth house is where we share the resources that you have grounded in your significant partnerships. Where you built this foundation of growth, you are meeting your higher potential, not only in your own experiences, but in your significant partnerships. This is a profound connection in your relationships that you may not be in constant communication with, you may not be in touch with, but there is a sharing of resources and connection that goes beyond your everyday experience. This may be someone that you're communicating with psychically, in your dream life, through the deep cord of connection that is already established for you. But this love, whether it is present in your life or not, is deeply fulfilling and connecting you with a sense of achievement, with goals that are allowing you to express a complete vision of the world. This vision of the world is very unique to you, Capricorn. You are in a position to model, to be looked to share your achievements as you've grown in whatever aspect that you are able to communicate broadly. This is you being recognized again for creating something, publishing something, traveling somewhere, learning something, or providing a gift, product, or service to communities globally, to making those connections worldwide. And this is arising, my sense, from something you started long ago. You've reconnected, resparked this achievement, and you are now pursuing and publicizing the path to this um, manifestation, this achievement, and receiving recognition and rewards for it. The Fool card in the 10th house is clarified by the Strength card in the 11th house and the Six of Swords in the 12th house. There's a fair amount of movement here overall. So as you continue to learn from the difficulties, the challenges, the ways in which you have supported others, even when you were very aware that the reward of that effort and that support is the internal growth and maturity that you're experiencing, the resilience. You are a model of resilience to others. You bring that capacity to bounce back over and over again, always undaunted. When you're pointing yourself in the direction of a goal, you simply get to work. As you are healing and transforming the experience of disappointment, misalignment in your efforts in the past, you are continuing on your journey towards peace. Not so much a resolution, but the peace that you are able to gain through your ability to understand what does and doesn't serve you, to cut out those things that are not useful to you. This is the second six. Sixes are always about harmony and balance, and they very much reflect the energy of the Temperance or the Grand Alchemist in other decks. So you are moving towards peace, but also acceptance of the lessons that have brought you to where you are, with the tremendous resources that you have at your command at this time. Capricorn, I'm going to finish you off with a Botanical Inspiration card and ask that if you're enjoying this reading that you like and subscribe to my channel. And I have pulled the Dahlia card. The key word is dignity. Confucius says, a wise man has dignity without pride. A fool has pride without dignity. I'll be darned if I didn't pull this card for you during your last reading, and I'm taking it because I love it. And I hope that you have been served. I hope you've enjoyed this. I thank you so much for your time and attention. And until next time, namaste.